Today we're going to show you how to set up your Sally universal tray. You will receive a bag that will have all the parts in it. We will pull the contents of the bag out, the main tray itself. You will receive actually double the quantities of dividers, so you'll know when we get to that point. We will be sending you 6 additional dividers for future use if something gets lost or what have you. Those extra dividers will be needed to be stored in this plastic bag and in your storage area so that you can retrieve them later. But so you will have a total of 12 of these, 6 of which we will be using when we do our initial assembly. You'll have the printed header sheet, which will be inserted after, and you will have the front lip printed tray graphic, which would be placed on your front lip there. So we'll go over that. You'll receive 2 strips of this plastic channel in which the graphics themselves will slide into. And this is actually an upper and a lower. We'll go over that, but it's folded and it splits into 2. So we'll do that. You'll have 2 of these. Okay, and you will have a header, plain header back card, which will already be folded over and glued, which we will apply these strips, one on top, one on bottom, to put your header graphic. And in the future, it is a universal tray, so in the future they may come back and say, hey, we're going to have a new promotion, we're going to send you new graphics, which will then be these will be taken out and the other new ones will be inserted into the same plastic channel. So there we go. So what we want to do is start with your tray. When it comes to you, these will be folded over. Basically, we want to follow the same suit as any other display. We want to make sure that we pre-fold all the scores. Very important, just so that assembly goes well. So I would pre-fold everything. This perforation here actually folds reverse. And we'll do the same for the other side. Pre-fold, pre-fold, pre-fold. Okay, so assembling the tray. Very simple. What you'll do is these side flaps are move upward. Okay, bend them at a 90 degree. Fold upward, keep these open. Lift these tiny flaps here, fold at a 90 and go down and in. This one again folds reverse like this. Spin it around. Do the same for the opposite side. Hold that open. Don't worry about that. You'll be able to pull it all back together right now. And you can see how those nicely hold together, and it makes it all white on the bottom. Then you finally lock here, lock there. There's your tray. Now, the difference between the front and the back of the tray. This is the back of the tray that has these little slots, and that's where the header will engage. The front of the tray, and in this one, because the sample, we've already applied these plastic strips to the front, but let me show you how we do that.
You can do it this way.
Yeah, I'll break this in half because I'm going to use this for the header. So if you see here, there's a piece of tape. This is actually one channel that if you fold, backwards, it will snap in half. See that? You kind of fold it and then it'll crease, but then it will actually break apart. At that point, you will peel the backing off. I don't have any much nails here. Once you peel that backing off, very important not to make this to stick together. So you actually are separating these into 2 different pieces here. Okay, So these already have been applied, but basically what you're gonna do is there's a C channel here. One of them, you're gonna line it up to the top edge of the front of the tray. The front of the tray is the tray opposite, no slots basically. You'll line it up on its end. You'll line this up to the outer edge. You'll adhere it. The second one with the opposite C channel there. Let me put this down here. You'll apply that to the bottom and adhere that. Okay. Now, you'll have your front tray graphic, which is printed on paper stock. If you notice, very simply, you can lift these edges. They're very flexible. Lift the edge of one, slide it in. Just enough to lift the edge a little bit to slide the other side, the other graphic in, just like that. You can slide it right down. Straight in. Line that up. There you go. So you got your graphics in there. Now this is an interchangeable graphic like we talked about, future promotions. You just grab it, slide it out, and slide the new one in. Okay, now what we could do is, let's go ahead and do the headers first. So on the header, this is, the full side is the back of the header, okay? When it's applied, it's like this. These little tabs here are actually going on the front. What we'll do is, we should probably insert it then and put it in, huh? Line up the plastic after. Yeah, so let's do this. Let's fold these out. This will be glued. These insert into the 3 slots here. Come here, I'll do it this way. Okay, trying to get those started. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, I keep reaching to get my glasses, which I didn't do. Sorry about that, guys. There we go. There it is. Sorry, guys. Okay, so basic, those slots go in there. Turn it around. In here, these fold at a 90 degree. Pop right into there. I would line this up too, just like that. Line that one up. And then just square it up. Lift this up. And lock them right in. They were locked in. There's your header. Now, the next thing we want to do is the pieces that we peeled the backing off. We are going to put one of the C channels up on top. So we want to align it to the corner and align the other side to the corner. Once you get that down, you'll press to adhere. Okay. Then the other side with this little curvature, it's kind of hard to see, but see that? We'll have it opposing. We're gonna line that up and sit it flush. That's why I like to add this after we assemble the header. Kind of push down so it adheres. Okay, and now we're ready to add our header graphic. So with that, we can just basically with the fingernail open that up, come back on top here, and like that graphic. Right in. Get that on its back. There we go. So you have your header graphic and your tray graphic. Now, last but not least, are your divider inserts to divide the product. Very important, you see these two little scores here? What you wanna do is when you set up, you wanna press and fold to get a nice clean score here. Then rotate, press down and fold. That way we're getting two nice parallel scores. When you do that, these just drop right into the slots there. That's nice. Same thing with all of them, pre-fold, pre-fold. Drops right in. I think we're getting the hang of it now. Yep. And make sure you settle them all the way down and in so that they're nice and flush. And there you have it. There's your Sellies Universal tray ready to go, ready to put your product and get it going.